Omar Bradley, Norman Schwarzkopf, Matthew Ridgway, Walter Kruger, David Petraeus, and Robert Eichelberger are not exactly household names. Many even remember Dwight D. Eisenhower more for being an overseer of a wartime coalition and a friendly, avuncular president, rather than a battlefield general. Political, risk-taking, image-conscious generals are the ones most loved by Americans, such as George Washington, Andrew Jackson, Ulysses Grant, Robert Lee, George Custer, George Patton, and MacArthur. It is a riddle that, as President Harry S. Truman put it, I do not see how a country that can give people like Robert E. Lee, John Pershing, Eisenhower, Bradley, can at the same time produce people like Custer, Patton, and MacArthur. The literature on MacArthur generally falls into two groups: overall biographies that range from complimentary to idolatrous, and a few volumes that conclude that he was a brilliant but flawed leader. This book is less than a full accounting of his life, as it focuses more narrowly on an evaluation of his career in World War II and the Korean conflict. As MacArthur's reputation is primarily derived from this period, 1941 to 1945 and 1950 to 1951, such a retrospective is important. Was he a genius and master strategist, as so many declare? Or was he an egomaniacal blunderer who failed upward due to domestic political calculations? Eisenhower, who served for years as MacArthur's aide in both Washington, D.C., and Manila, made two very different observations about his former superior. He gushed that MacArthur did have a hell of an intellect. My God, but he was smart. But he also concluded, I just can't understand how such a damn fool could have gotten to be a general. Which was the true MacArthur? Or could it have been both? MacArthur's career as a wartime leader is separated in this book into three great advances and three distinct retreats, for which his performance is evaluated. First retreat, the fall of the Philippines, December 1941 to May 1942. First advance, the hard way back, Milne Bay to Morotai, June 1942 to October 1944. Second advance, Honolulu to Tokyo, October 1944 to August 1945. Second retreat, Seoul to the Naktong, July to September 1950. Last advance, Inchon to the Yalu, September to November 1950. Last retreat, from the Yalu to the Potomac, December 1950 to April 1951. The analysis of MacArthur's battlefield command for each period focuses on examining the following 7 questions. 1. In the peacetime immediately prior to armed conflict, did he ensure that rigorous training and proper motivation yielded a military force with a high level of readiness to fight and win on the battlefield? 2. Were plans prepared that took into account the capabilities, both his command and that of the enemy being confronted, to maximize the odds of American victory? 3. Did MacArthur identify, promote, and support competent subordinates who were best able to execute his orders? 4. Were military